Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Psycho here coming at you with another video of how to speedrun Alien Isolation in no major glitches in mission 5. So we hop right into it, right? Let's go. So even though this mission is considered as one of the hardest missions because it's the first time we really encounter the alien, it's actually one of the easiest missions ever. So we don't have to listen to the dialogue here, we just run past Samuels and Taylor. Then we go to the right side upstairs, go into the room. We don't grab the V3 pipe bomb through the wall. There's sometimes an item over here. So there's nothing here to do. In no major glitches. Now, speedrunning wise, mission 5 is actually one of the easiest missions to speedrun, because you can just run all the way through. I'm going to show you some minor stuff that you have to consider when you are doing mistakes here, you know. And I'm going to show you why it is important to remember this, you know. First, I want to say something. There's actually a little glitch we are using when getting out of vents. It basically allows us to skip the dropping animation where you hump down. You know, when you fall out of vents, she usually makes like this, right? And that's wastes like a second or two. And if you fall out of the vent over here and press the peak key, which is a T for me. It's mapped on T. You can map it wherever you want. So if you just press it right when you fall out of the vent, so right when you are at the top here, it will actually skip that humping down animation. So let's just do it. You see that? It was just skipped. So let's just go to Coolman. Let's get out the dog.
Una mia amica ha bisogno di aiuto, di attrezzature sanitarie.
Anche io, non è rimasto niente su questo piano. Ma c'è ancora molto di sotto, nell'ambulatorio dell'ospedale.
Come ci arriviamo?
Sì, ti sembra che io possa esserne in grado? Mi serve il tuo aiuto e a te serve il mio. Trova il codice d'accesso per l'ascensore di servizio e scenderò con te all'ospedale, ok?
Here you go, good doggy. So I usually check my flashbang over here. Now we can use, I don't have a stress here. Usually you go right ahead. You see, the sensors was already full again, so I'm using my sensor so that my inventory is freed and I'm not getting stuck again on those bloody boxes, you know. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I'm always checking my inventory. I see how many items do I have right now. Is there anything I'm getting too much of, you know. Sometimes the game gives you like a ton of sensors or a ton of injectors in a run and no compound B, or a ton of compound B and no injectors, or whatever, you know. It's totally random, you know. But to avoid getting stuck on boxes because of your inventory is full, which loses you time, always check which item is almost full here and where can you use it, you know. From the items you have to build anyways, you know. I need to build a flashbang for mission 7, so I use the bonding agent and the sensor here for sure. I'm usually building the flashbang right here at this point, if I'm not doing stuff with my dog. And you see I need a blasting cap, you know. I need that for mission 7, this is mission 5, so I can't build it yet. Then what I'm also doing right here, so that I don't have to do it afterwards, because there's not much downtime after this one here. So try to build it here as far as possible. I'm usually going into the menu. You can actually hotkey your items from the number 6 to 0 on the keyboard, you know. 1 to 5 is already reserved. 1 is the revolver, 2 is the shotgun, 3 is the flamethrower that we don't have already yet. 4 is the stun baton, I guess. I'm not sure yet. So I'm usually setting it to 6. So what you do, you just press Q to bring out the radial menu. Then you hover over the flashbang you want to bind, and then you press press 6. Just press 6. Maybe do the same thing with the flare. Hover over it, press 7. Right. Then we release the Q key. Now we can go to 6. And it does nothing because we don't have a flashbang yet, you know. But we can go to the revolver, which is 1. Then go to 7, which is flares. Then we get out the flare, right? Press 1, get out the revolver, press 7. Same thing, you know. If I had a flashbang right now, I would get out the flashbang with 6. So I hope that's clear. Do it however you want it to do, you know. You're totally free with that. I think you can also use the number 5 as well. I'm not sure about it. So I usually use 6 and 7. 6 for the flashbang, 7 for the flare. But you can do it however you want, you know. Totally free with it. So that out of the way. Looks pretty good. So let's go. I'm usually not taking out the flare here because if you accidentally hit the R key, which happens for me sometimes, I will waste this flare, you know. I don't want to waste this flare, you know. So I'm usually taking out the revolver so that I'm not hitting accidentally activate flare. Then let's go. So let's just run here. You're totally safe to run. So usually you run down this corridor, but I'm going to save here just to show you how to not do the mission 5, basically, you know. So I'm first doing it how you should be doing it. Attack, then roll the mouse wheel to get out of the heck. There's usually an item over here. Just grab it. See that sensor? Go over here, push it down. And then you just go one down, and hit use. So E for me. Right? Then you have it. Press Q immediately to get out of the computer, and then just run. So we are doing it like you should do it. You're just past the alien. The camera will actually focus the alien, so you just have to strafe left. You can use the numpad here to put in the code. So with that thing, you just run to the left over the alien. The alien will actually be stuck in the drop animation. So that's why we are safe here to run. It's basically stuck in the save and the scavenge animation. Grab the pipe bomb over here. And he has a lot of time to catch up with you, you know. So we just got the key card, and then I'm usually, if I'm confident I'm running all the way, let's just run all the way, then I'm starting walking here. And I'm fine, right? No alien. Then I'm usually going into this vent here. And what I'm doing here is Kuhlmann will go down anyway, so that we can leave the station. I'm going here to loot this box here. That's basically what I mean. But don't run anymore right now, you know. Let's go down. And Kuhlmann will be... I was a bit too slow. When he twitches, you see that twitching animation, you're actually fine to run. As soon as it twitches, you can go here, put in the key card, and then you're done with mission 5. But now I'm going to be showing you how to not do mission 5, or once you did a mistake, perhaps with the 1702 code, for example, what you should do when you get that, you know. because it's a timing thing. You can't really run all the way if you do a mistake. So you're still fine here. Alien is not active any yet. Grab the item.
Questo è l'ufficio di Morley. Il codice d'accesso dovrebbe essere lì intorno.
One down, E.
Hai trovato
And
il
Q,
codice
get
d'accesso?
out.
Allora ci servirà anche la tessera d'accesso. Morley la portava sempre.
Go to the left, strafe left, once the camera forces you into the vent. If you just run forward, you will actually run into the alien. So I'm fucking up the code. I'm fucking up it again. Right. Let's see what happens if you fuck it up. And I'm going to be doing the same thing as before. Grab it. Grab this one here. So you see I fucked up the hack 2 times. And I will run all the way to the end. Let's see what happens. If something happens. You could be fine, of course, you know, it's still RNG. It's still RNG.
Dannazione, Pullman, sapevi che quella cosa era lì.
Non dire così, pensavo potesse essere.
Okay, that did work out somehow. So let's try this again. What I want to say with this basically is there's a high chance if you fuck something up. Maybe I need to be a little bit slower. I was still too fast. What I want to say, if you're still too slow with this, he will drop and they will kill you. You know, you can't really run all the way to the end if you do mistakes. But what you could just do is you just walk the rest, you know. You just don't run all the way to the end. You just walk a little bit.
Allora ci servirà anche la tessera d'accesso. Morley la portava sempre così. Trovalo. Rilascia.
Straight to the left.
Concentrati sulla tessera d'accesso.
So let's fuck it up a little bit more. Let's see if we can run to the end now. And maybe if you want to loot some stuff here as well, maybe you want to loot this guy here as well. You're wasting some more time. Let's see. Did you hear him drop?
Dannazione, Pullman, sapevi che quella cosa era lì.
Non dire così, pensavo potesse essere lì. È diverso. Ora dammi il codice.
Ah, look at him. Now we have, you see him? So I still was safe. You see, you still can fuck it a little bit up. But it totally depends on where he drops, you know. He could really screw you up. So you have to be careful doing that. So let's go to the box as well. The showcase effect, right? Doesn't work when I want to show it. But you know, if he had dropped in another vent, which is totally RNG, where he would drop, you know, he could kill you here in the cutscene here right away. Just that you know. So it looks like I'm all fine. I'm all set, right? Usually clearing up things over here with I'm not using the blasting cap. You could build the flashbang over here, so now I have it, you see. You could do this in this downtime here, which is not very much, unfortunately. You could also do it in the generator room in Mission 6. I will show you where that is, where is a little bit of more downtime, where you could build this flashbang, right? But this is basically it. He twitches again. You have to stand about at this point over here to make him twitch. And then you just go into here. Hit the button. And that's basically it. That's mission 5 in a nutshell, right? So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found this video valuable. If yes, hit me a like, please. Hit the subscribe button as well. And we see us in the next one. Bye, guys.